Mitchell,
Dre Day.
how are you doing?
Great, man. Let's waste some money.
Yeah, for sure. You got a Rapids pod coming right up after this?
Yes, sir. Tune in, DNVR Rapids.
That's right. What's on the docket for that one?
We're talking Columbus Crew's coming to town this weekend.
Woo!
We're all going to pick a former PID to help with the playoff run that you could put onto the team.
I like the sound of that. PID's suddenly most fascinating team in world soccer, football, calcio. Miss me with any of that.
Not an understatement at all.
9 goals last 2 games. I was thinking, and I was too late on the tweet here, between the final 20 minutes of the game 2 weeks ago against the Red Bulls and the first 10 minutes of the game against Minnesota, we saw like 6 goals combined.
They scored 6 goals in 28 minutes if you don't count stoppage time. Yeah.
That's insane.
That's
must-see TV.
Red hot.
Buy your Rapids tailgate tickets right now with the good folks at C38, August 20th.
All you can eat.
The Dynamo.
All you can drink.
We will literally be there.
Fireworks.
Oh, God.
Both literal and figurative.
I don't want the fireworks. Some of the lowest points in my life have been stuck at the SGP's parking lot while I waited for fireworks shows to end.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, usually there's a Flowbots concert in the lot connected to it.
That doesn't help. Wow, dude.
I love that.
Shots at Denver Zone, man. That's
Flowbots crack everyone up. It's no shade on the Flowbots. They clearly pack the lot. It's the lot's problem that we couldn't flow out of there. Yeah. Flowbots forever, man. Whatever it takes to make I can ride a bike with no handlebars. Everyone knows that about me. No, I cannot. I mean, if I heard it, I could sing along for like a verse and a half. There's that other song, but I could not name it for sure. So no, all silliness aside, we've got a ton of NFL preseason.
This is a very serious podcast.
Because Mitch is here, we get to preview the entire slate for whatever comes
Nothing like
our way.
winning/losing money before your coffee cup is cold.
Oh,
right.
Nothing like
you're
it.
like it's on first. Like you can wake up and check 2 games that have already happened.
It's true.
And still place a bet for that 10:30 slot.
It's brought me to the realization when I was back in Italy for that week that the Mountain Time Zone.
Perfect.
Is the most elite sports time zone in the entire world.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can wake up, you might miss that 5 a.m.
You will miss the 5 a.m. unless you're a sicko.
It happens.
Like me.
Right. I can't.
Yeah.
He's up for like Man U and Schalke games at 5. I have a child. Like, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm a sicko.
He is a sicko. It's why we love you.
Yes.
But then it just flows into the whole weekend. You can watch soccer, like La Liga games are coming on about 1 or 2, the nightcap.
Yep.
Then boom, those are over. MLS time.
Your prime MLS game will kick off around 3 on national TV.
Or football, hockey, baseball, whatever time. Ride you right into the evening. It's
get
amazing.
A 5 o'clock East Coast NBA games into the 7:30 prime time West Coast games.
It's amazing.
Perfect.
I love it so much this time of year.
It doesn't get better than the Mountain Time Zone.
Is really splendid. So, lots to talk about. I'm just going to jump right into my big 3.
Let's go.
I stuck to the NFL preseason. We'll have more preseason talk tomorrow, of course, with Ryan on. It's not a joke when I said on Twitter, Russell Wilson literally held up Ryan and made it so that we couldn't jump on this pod. But luckily, Mitch is here.
What a problem to have, too.
Exactly. It's pretty cool. That's the absurd world we live in, where Russell Wilson holds up our podcast and forces us to adjust. Yeah. So it's a totals only NFL preseason. I'm sticking to Ryan's method. Patriots quarterback room. It's a struggle.
Garbage.
Lots of talk with Mac Jones regression coming. Matt Patricia, for some reason, in his ear, he's coaching offense, so that's not what he does. And the Giants quarterback room,
garbage.
yeah, it's bad because it starts with Daniel Jones. The Patriots are still somehow playing Brian Hoyer.
Paying him money to play football?
Insane. When maybe he should be coaching football if they're struggling on the coaching side. But hey,
Yeah,
they don't pay me. They don't pay me the big bucks to figure that out. So I'm gonna stay out of it.
We're gonna make
I
our
will
own.
make some big bucks exactly by taking the under in that one.
love that.
Tennessee at the Ravens. Low-key litty quarterback rooms here. Malik Willis, Tyler Huntley, Brett Huntley over all day. Number set at 32. They might know something I don't. Maybe it's the defenses. I'd be skeptical. I get that the Ravens are stacked and draft well every year. We'll backdoor this. We'll get the over, and then give me the under with the Falcons and Lions. Enough said. I mean, come on.
Fighting Mariotas?
Yeah, the fighting Mariotas against Jared Goff's final stand at being a starter in the NFL. So,
Yeah,
boom,
under.
it kind of writes itself.
Could not go low enough.
And again, 35 for the preseason, that's kind of a high number.
Yeah, you could set that at like 24 and I would go under.
Exactamundo.
Like,
Pardon me.
so also
there
like
you
I
go.
like your New England one specifically. I don't know. They seem like too well coached for that second and third stringers to blow a lead or like allow a string of points in the second half.
Exactly.
Probably because they're terrified of Belichick like murdering them if they do.
I mean, rightfully so. Who wouldn't be? So those are my picks. Let's go to you, my friend.
All right, let's do it. My big three. I went futures, although one of them is just for this golf tournament this weekend.
Okay.
MLS Golden Boot. I had a Carlos Vela in my back pocket.
Yes.
That I thought was great. He scored 3 goals the opening day. I
Yeah.
think he's at 6 or 7 now. So,
I know. And
so he's fully out of it.
there was a point where we were like, man, is Diego Rubio good value?
He's just too far off the lead right now.
And you at the time, I don't think you could even get a line on Diego.
Yeah, you couldn't. And now he's 5 goals off. So, and if Zardes is scoring, that's going to take away, So, right now, Drusy has a 2-goal lead on Brendan Vasquez. Drusy's in Austin. Vasquez is in Cincinnati. It just announced that the Mexican national team has not talked to him at all. 0 contact for the World Cup. So
Tough.
likely he is fighting for that third striker spot for the U.S. He's had some electric goals over the last few weeks. He's 2 goals off the pace, so I like that value at plus 600.
Plus 600, sign me up.
He's definitely going to be fully going for it.
Love
so go there.
This is a good one. Most improved here?
MPJ most improved plus 3,500. I think he's going to average 19 and 5.5 and shoot 42% from 3.
Whoa.
So there you go.
Love that.
Confidence.
Who are
Also, just like how can you say no to plus 3,500 on a guy you watch every game and root for? Like,
Also, like, not a ton of threats. Like, Anthony Edwards, don't really think.
he was the number 1 pick. He's not. He's supposed to be good. That's not like a.
Jalen Brunson, like,
Ugh.
all of these
Come on.
are really. Anthony Simons is a guy above him, but a lot of these candidates kind of suck. You do worry that MPJ is more. Do comeback player of the year in the NBA? Is that an NFL
Tends
thing
to
only?
kind of be this award.
So there you go.
/ who was the second-year player, high lottery pick who turns into a star.
Right.
Which is why that Edwards one is there because, but he was the number 1 pick to me. Like he's supposed to be a star. That doesn't make you most
Yeah, and this
improved.
is years. Like, he was off the charts last
Yeah, he was already dope. So
He's
like,
already a
I
legit
don't know.
star. Tyrese Halliburton might be a decent candidate.
But I think if MPJ comes back and is the guy that we've seen in flashes,
no doubt.
I mean that's
And the
Knicks
Nuggets
fan.
are as good as we expect them to be.
Yeah, and he's rocking the J Tim's and Sync hair.
He is. He is.
Summer
Blonde
mixtapes dropping?
highlights having a moment. They're coming back.
Yeah, I love it.
A lot of my AC Milan guys are big on the blonde highlights.
Honestly,
this
if he
summer.
didn't have the blonde highlights, I wouldn't have put this bet down.
Love that. That's
factor.
the kind of logic we use on this sports
Huge
betting
factor.
podcast. I love that. Okay.
St. Jude FedEx St. Jude going right now as we speak. They are golfing. I'm just riding my guy Cam Smith, dude.
Boom.
Top 5. Guy? He's my guy.
He just is.
He's just tight.
Just a big Cam.
I like the hair. I like the Australianness of it. I just they're a wild people.
No doubt.
And golf should be fun, and he's fun. He's just been on fire too. So
love it.
Cam Smith.
Love that. Plus 450 on that
comeback.
one.
That comeback in the British in the Open was so sick. So sick. So why not bet on him to finish top 5? Not to win. Although outright is actually a pretty good value too. So
good stuff.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
I like that. This full array of picks. Love how diverse that slate is. Our big threes are. And if you thought that was diverse, wait for the second segment. All at DraftKings Sportsbook, my guys, where you can literally bet on anything. Ryan was saying the payouts are more instant than like even Venmo right now.
Whoa.
They just they want you to hit that account like as quick as possible. They are outstanding. They are the number one sportsbook in all the land. Right now, new users can get on there and get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. We might cook up a little parlay for you here.
I got you one.
In just a second, where a new user could come on, he could slap $1,000 on this parlay, and then if it loses, as you'd expect a parlay to do, you're just gonna get it all back in the form of free bets. And then it's time to be a stone cold killer and use all the insights we can give you on NFL preseason, futures. You want to invest in some futures, international soccer, stateside soccer.
MLS, why not?
Why not? No Pids picks from you. So I'm expecting you to up your game in segment 2 here, Mitch. All at DraftKings Sportsbook. They are the kings of sportsbooks. It's in their name. They love drafts, which we do too. And yeah, what am I supposed to say here? Can you... I can't say all that. You're going to have to jump on and give the new disclaimer. I'm out of my element now.
All new users can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. That's right. DraftKings Sportsbook has a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Don't forget to use code DNVR. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
You know what that is, folks? That's show history right there. Big Yaya Yasolina himself doing the DraftKings read, because I am too old to see that screen over there and be able to read it. Whoa, Yaya's about to... Oh, man. Yaya's in his bag. Mitch is in his bag. DNVR Rapids pod coming up.
Yo.
What a Thursday this is shaping up to be. Love that.
Should we just go Pids right now? Should we just talk some Pids?
Yeah, we should just talk Pids right now. Your favorite bets. If no, I won't go dark, but
the SGP isn't up yet, so
SGP is not up.
So number one, over total goals.
Oh, thank you.
Over 5.5.
Thank you.
Plus 950. They have had a 9-goal game and a 6-goal game in their last 2. Columbus, Cucho coming to town. Electric. Rubio's hot. Zardes is hot. Goals on goals. Take that 6th goal.
Well, and the wingers are just like ruthless. Anytime Mikey's got a little one-on-one down the wing, it seems
it's burn unit.
End up really nicely. So
if you're scared of the 6 goals and just want 5 goals, over 4.5 is plus 425.
Wow.
And an MLS game, 5 goals, that's a pretty good number.
All of a sudden, it's become like the NHL. It's just high scoring,
super high scoring
madness.
Love that.
So any friend of yours that's like, well, I just wish it was more high scoring, slap them directly in the face and tell them to watch some MLS this week.
Rapids. Okay, so last Tuesday, Rapids at New York, 5-4 Rapids, right? That's a 35-28 football game. You would call that an exciting football game.
And VAR yanking some goals there
multiple,
too.
Yeah. So love that.
Goal scorer props.
You know, the problem is they're on to Zardes and Rubio being.
Should I ever stop betting on Diego Rubio anytime scorer though?
Never,
because that just feels automatic. At this point.
He's one away from his career high, so he will be pulling the trigger.
Ooh, record breaker.
He's tied right now with his career high in the MLS.
You better let production know they got to cook up that graphic. Let them know ahead. A little controversy yesterday when the internet went out. A milestone was achieved, and
where were we?
Little bit of
just sitting on our butts.
Yeah, don't sit on your butts. Let these people know ahead when a milestone's coming, so they can do their GD jobs.
Look at Yaya's guy, Dantuma Yaya Toure.
Yes.
He's all the way up to a plus 240 anytime score. They love him. They love him.
We are so seen right now, my guys.
Yo, this is the influence that DNVR Rapids has on the world. Is Yaya gassing up his guy Yaya?
I mean,
Cucho, here's what's happened, especially at home against the Rapids. When they've lost or given up goals at home, it's because the guys you would expect
Juan Camilo
have put goals in, right?
Yep.
When Austin came into town, Drusy scored.
Yes.
It's never a random
goal.
No. So that Juan Camilo Cucho plus 220 is a great bet.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's some solid Rapids talk.
Yes. Go for that.
We don't have a dilemma. The dilemma we have, just parlay the big threes. It's my big three. That'll be your NFL parlay. But with Mitch here, we want to talk not just stateside soccer. We want to talk across the globe. So
global.
Big Mitch, if we had to put together a parlay that's a combo of EPL, Italian League, MLS, what direction are we going here?
Look, there's two ways you can go about this.
Yes.
Especially with the Premier League, which is probably the one I watch the most of. You can ride the big guys, right?
Yes.
Now, the value isn't always going to be there.
No, but that's why we parlay.
But you throw in them in a parlay. Man City's playing Bournemouth this weekend, so don't even bother. You won't. The odds are going to hurt a parlay more than help. But you can look at like Arsenal playing Leicester, home to Leicester. That's a minus 200, but you throw that in a parlay, all of a sudden we're cooking with gas, right? Like, all right, I'm just going to start building this as we go. Okay, Arsenal there.
I got to clear the bet slip a little bit here.
Liverpool, right? Like, pick your favorite, pick your big.
Okay.
The one to stay away from. Chelsea, Tottenham. Early banger. Earliest bang, like.
The earliest of bangers.
Yeah, like we haven't had a big game yet. Last weekend was a pretty boring slate. That is the game of the weekend. That's the 9:30 a.m. wake up and turn it on slot.
Yep. London derby.
Definitely not throwing that into a parlay. So let's say Arsenal will be our English team.
I am feeling Tottenham tie no bet. Just saying.
Yo, draw no bets, listeners. Draw no bet is the most beautiful thing to happen to sports betting.
Yes.
Ever.
It's a great thing. Plus 125 for Tottenham. So
I can't tell you how many draw no bets I've had saved because the team I bet on to win draw no bet was losing. Gets a goal 80th minute or later and saves you some money. It is
exactly
chef's kiss.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to look at the German league real quick.
Okay. As far as MLS, I would throw Toronto FC in there. They're taking on Portland at home. I know you guys our MLS guys are skeptical, but I think they're figuring it out
Toronto?
with all this injection of talent.
That is correct. We are. Yes.
Why is that?
Until this week, they were the only team to not win on the road this year.
They are at home.
They're trying to integrate half of the Italian national team into a whole new style. They also traded for Mark Anthony Kaye. They're kind of doing the throw a bunch of money at it and hope it works.
Yeah.
But they did get a lot of talented players. So,
like the kind of talent we've seldom seen.
Correct. Insigne is the tiniest of tiny kings. If you're like a Brendan Vogt fan, you should be
you will get that
Insigne
reference.
fan.
Yeah. 5'4".
Just a tiny little king of a human being.
Pride of Naples.
So let's throw that in
They
there.
are at home, and I don't know if you knew this, Portland, very far from Toronto.
Very.
Extremely far from Toronto.
Do you want to put the draw no bets on there or just take
that
Toronto
might be
outright?
The money line at -120, I just worry that I'm going to lose so much juice.
You're right.
Once we go tie no bet on this one. I would throw the Pids in.
I throw the Pids to win. Don't worry about draw no bet.
And a United bounce back at +100 on the road to Brentford. I know you can't talk about this. You are, you've been hurt too much.
Yes,
but I do think now might be a good time to strike.
I think they should win by several goals. This should be a go in and take care of business.
Yeah, even their back.
Show that you weren't messing around.
Yeah.
Right. But
and you can't get into too deep of a hole. This is kind of a must win.
Correct. So Rapids plus money. So right now we have Toronto tie no bet at home -230, Rapids straight money line +100, Arsenal money line -200, and then we said we're gonna throw in United on that too.
United and Tottenham tie no bet was the other leaning.
Let's do that. Do you have all that on there?
No.
Okay, I'm almost there. I really do like. I mean, trust me, I like
futures in the city. Yeah. Oh, an Italian pick. I would take the Monza money line. Monza.
Monza.
They have spent a ton of money. They're a team that just came up from relegation, but they've got a new owner. It's AC Milan's former owner, Silvio Berlusconi. He's been the prime minister a gajillion times.
Say that 5 times fast.
Silvio Berlusconi. He has been... He's one of the most controversial, unethical politicians in the history of the world.
Ooh.
But he also spends a ton of money on his soccer teams. And they are taking on Torino, the Turin team, not Juve, the other Turin team. And they have not had an exhilarating transfer window. So +150, I think Monza at home. First time in the top league in a long, long time. Excitement. Lots of new players, undefeated in the preseason for the last 5. I think Monza's
Just
a really safe
straight
bet.
money line?
Straight money line +150.
So this is a 6 leg right now.
Boom.
6-legger. The
6
only
legs,
one I would consider
4
throwing
countries,
in there.
3 countries.
3 countries.
Hell yeah.
The only other one I would consider throwing in there is Union Berlin at home for the second straight week.
Woo!
They were cooking in that Berlin derby last week against Hertha. With why am I blanking on the name? Who's the U.S. striker over there?
Where?
At Union Berlin? P-Folk. Yeah, P-Folk. And he's been dialed in the preseason, and in this first game he scored too. So love pulling for a U.S. player in a game I have no other reason to root for.
Come on now.
But right there, 6 legs. Monza money line, Tottenham draw no bet, United money line, Rapids money line, Toronto draw no bet, Arsenal money line, +4742. Call it in, make some money.
You got to send me a screenshot of that. We'll put that in a graphic to get you hyped for the weekend. That's fantastic stuff. Check Yaya and Mitch out on the DNVR Rapids show. Come hang with us on the 20th. At Dick's Sporting Good Park. Get your DNVR Broncos tailgate tickets as well for that first preseason on Saturday. All you can eat and drink.
Fireworks.
It's going to be a blast. We are DNVR Bets Daily. We'll be back tomorrow. Best of luck, folks.